We got to get back to family values, man. About our kids. Our kids come first. You bring a child in the world, young man, you're supposed to take care of it.
No doubt. I love it. 313-209-9000. We got Rick on line 2. Hey, Rick, thanks for calling. You're in a conversation with myself and Mr. Keith Williams.
Oh, hey, Cliff, how you doing? Welcome back, whatever.
Thank you.
We're talking about my child's birthday is the same birthday as yours. She'll be 20, and I was just telling her, you're only a teenager for 7 years.
Happy birthday. August the 7th. Make sure she calls in.
I sure will. She's down in Nashville now, and she does college. And as you were mentioning earlier, and the gentleman mentioned earlier, people leave here because the opportunities here are not as good as they are elsewhere. You get a degree and come back here and work for minimum wage, or try to open a business and can't get a loan, or, too many things stacked against you, like insurance rates and things of that sort. But I have to tell a little story about that. A few of her friends down there got in trouble, and instead of locking them up, they made them go to a couple of classes for weeks. And if they go to the class and complete the classes, they throw the charges out. They believe in education instead of incarceration, which is really great. That's a great idea. But
this is down in Memphis, you say?
Right. No, she's in Tennessee. She's national. She's a national. I can't get her to come home. It's just great down there. I mean, I can't. If I was a young person, I probably wouldn't stay in Detroit very long right now either, unless I'm making 6 figures or something like that. That's the only way you're really going to make what you really want to have a good life here. But you know what I'm saying? But every situation is different, so I can't really say that for sure for everybody. Because I had a situation where I asked someone about this and they blew right over it, so I'm thinking maybe you might have an opinion of it. We all know that if you lie to police, and you make a false police report, that's felony, that you go to jail for that. But what if somebody gets killed in a police shooting and they write a report and the report is wrong or found out to be wrong because the video showed up? What if that became a felony for the police? They have to serve 2 years in jail for writing a false police report. Would that stall a lot of the police beatings, a lot of the shootings and stuff like that?
Rick, I tell you what,
did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said. I appreciate it. I don't think that will ever happen. I can't see any legislature anywhere putting felonies on police officers. That's just not what they do. But I'll let Keith Williams respond to that.
This past two Sundays, they've been talking about bad cops. And now they're trying to do something about it. Schaefer from the Free Press and this lady wrote this article. How many bad cops?
Yes.
Like the guy from Inkster, he traveled from Howland Park to Detroit to Inkster with the same behavior. So, you got code of conduct within the military structure, how they protect themselves. But I really think they're trying to come up with legislation and things like that to attack that problem.
I hope they do. Let's go back to our phone lines, where Andre is our next caller on line 1. Hey, Andre, how you doing this afternoon?
Hey, guys, how y'all doing? I want to touch on Rick thing real quick. You can't have education for everybody. Some people just meant to be incarcerated. I guess it depended on the crime. And it sounds like young Keith Williams got what he deserves when he was put into youth home at a young age for looting. I'm glad he learned from that. People do stupid things when they're younger, whatever. I feel I'm understanding. Everybody does. But like he said, family. You got to get back to family, man. You got to, like when he was younger, mom, but 10 times is different also. Mom could stay at home and raise the kids. You need 2 incomes now. I don't think it's a race problem in society. I think it's a class problem. It's the haves and have-nots. That doesn't come in white or black. That comes in work ethic, motor. Because if you have a work ethic and a motor, you will have something. I mean,
so you're saying that the same financial pressures that face us face pretty much everybody who's working class right now.
I know poor white people. I know poor black people. I know poor Indians. I mean, if you, my thing is, if you rely on someone to take care of you. So back in the 60s when we had that uprising, as he calls it, uprising or rebellion or whatever, it has not helped us because we're still talking about we need another uprising or rebellion. So the Eastern Indians are not from here, yet they're doing better than us. The Asians not from here, yet they're doing better than us. What's different from them and us?
Well,
Like you said,
nobody. Well, let me answer that too, and I appreciate the call. Nobody has the history, and nobody has come through what we have come through in this country. I'm not going to, and I'm not saying that you were bashing black folks, but I'm not going to say, well, we should be doing what everybody else is doing, because nobody else has gone through what we've gone through. We should be doing better than we are. But clearly, I'm not going to compare us to anybody else. What are your thoughts, Keith?
You know, I mean, our history is different from the other people's history. What we've gone through, I was just looking at the 1921 thing about Wall Street, how they came in with the legal system and the politicians destroyed what black people have worked hard for. We've been working hard. We have not been lazy. We built this country. And so all I'm saying is this, it's about the family. Back in the day, Cliff, on my show, I played the old songs. Like this last past set, I was playing George Scott Heron, How We Lost Detroit.
Yes.
Okay, it was about a radioactive plant.
Yeah, we almost lost Detroit this time.
But this time, we did lose Detroit. What was the radioactive plant this time?
What was the radioactive plant this time?
It was both had the same thing, greed and money.
Greed and money.
Greed and money and control. But in this case, we didn't have control. In this case, we gave up control.
Yes.
Because we got tired of each other.
Explain. How did we get tired of each other, Keith? You always say these deep things.
Because what happened is they used Kwame. The media was very selective in their approach. And so people say they saw Kwame, a young guy, and he stole from us. We don't want another young guy running for office and running the city of Detroit. Okay, but if you look at this article, Cobo went to jail. Now Mariani went to jail.
Yep.
You look at it's been several of their politicians that went to jail, but they don't turn on them. We turn on each other because that's the way we've been trained to turn on each other.
Right. I agree with that.
And we lost it, and we gave up our power.
I agree with that. We got Keith Williams in the studio. Always a fascinating conversation. Let's get back to our phone lines, where Brian is on line 5. Hey, Brian, you're on with Keith Williams. Good afternoon.
Hey, man, perfect timing. Now, I want you to go back on our Facebook, and I don't know if you've seen it when I posted this. I think it was a day ago, Cliff. I just posted, family's got to get strong in our last days, because I seen my cousin in the hospital, and I had to see it on a video Skype to find out that my cousin, you know how they fall out in the gas fumes and all that, and that made me think about, back in the day, everybody in our block on Helen and the Boulevard would have knew about somebody just falling in the alley, let alone being in the hospital. When you guys went on that subject, I said, wait a minute, Cliff need to see the poster. I'm going to resend it to you because I just did it the other day, and it was referencing we need to get closer because we're in our last days. I don't fault our era. I fought people that take the promise check, Cliff. We had a tight thing going on. UAW was real tight. I knew just how strong Ernie Lofton and I was. These new characters and these new busters and the ones that was around with them, they need a paddle to them, man. And like you know what I mean, you do. I smell not only bull, I smell promise check all the way around. They need to stop the promise check and to that brother that's sitting there, thank you for bringing the topic because we got to get back to family and the way to do it. We in the 60s, we taught and we went through that Bible, brother, and then taught to what's happening right now. It's taught in the 60s, so I'm not surprised. I know they're going to get better until we go back home, but until then, damn, can we get along? Everybody.
Brian, always appreciate your calls, my friend.
You know, Cliff, I'm just an old school brother. I play on my show, Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, Wake Up Everybody, No More Sleeping in Bed. Those songs had a message. And back in the day, Cliff, we had pride.
Yes.
It was about pride. I knew a guy in our neighborhood, he had dirt. He edged up the dirt till he got some grass.
He edged up the dirt.
Until he got some grass.
Until he got some grass.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He had pride. You didn't see a barbecue pit on the front porch. You didn't see clothes being hanged to be dried on the front porch.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the mothers on The homes were like 140 lots.
Right.
The mothers knew each other's business.
Yes.
They could borrow from each other.
And looked out for each other's
They
kids.
looked out for each other's kids.
I remember that.
Remember the street lights come on, everybody's going to do their homework.
Yeah, you better be on this porch and in the house by the street light.
Every day was a family reunion like the OJ's, man, you know? So, Cliff, I just truly believe
Right.
the church and the family has got to get back together instead of from sowing a seed to sowing a heart.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we got to get back to, the heart. Like I told them, you know, yesterday at the thing with those candidates,
Right.
I was trying to see where their heart is, humanity.
Right. So let me get back to that question, and I think I asked that before, but how do you get that? How do you regain something like that you've lost?
Well, it's got to start with one kid or somebody in that family that bring a renewed spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a story in the Bible about the oil. You remember about the oil? The husband died, and it was and she was the kids were getting ready to go for ransom.
Yes.
And she didn't have no resource because Elijah told her, "What you got in your house?"
Right.
And she had some oil. She didn't have jars, so she sent her son out and got some jars. She had so much oil, man. She had enough to pay off the ransom and put a savings account together.
Yes.
The moral to the story is, in our house, there's a lot of talent.
Yes.
A lot of talent. If we could get that talent, I had a sister, man. We did not know she could sing. Imagine my father would have known she could sing. We probably could have put her through voice lessons and all this other stuff. We got talent, but we got to start talking about each other in a positive light instead of talking about how bad we are and we can't get nothing done and we can't lead anything, man.
You're talking about self-love.
Love.
That's the bottom line.
Right.
All right. And let's get back to our phone
I
line.
need the scripture, man.
Man, please.